what's coming so I can have more success.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right side, it's Barres. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Throwing, Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. Hits inside. It's Walton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wideout. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Left side, it's Barres. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
He's trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
To the air, it's Knight. Throwing right. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walton. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Carr. Out wide right, it's Perez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Caught. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cook. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Turns it on at midfield. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. To throw, it's Knight. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Blue Devils coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Out wide left, it's Mobley. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the gun, it's Walton. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
To the air again, Carr. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing. Carr. Fires left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Holds on, it's Lacy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Odom. Turning it on. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Odom. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. Gets rid of it.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight that just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him, they've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Nice way to knock that one down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Lacy. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Out wide right, it's Odom. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Slams it ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes...
And it's picked off right at the goal line.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air. It's Knight. Unloads to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Defense in press coverage. He misses his man, the accuracy. Not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Left side is Cook. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to throw on first. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. They'll ride him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Graham. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They give it back to him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Fourth down, counting.